Hey everyone, welcome to part 18 of this trophy guide and walkthrough for Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Thanks for coming along on this journey with me, and a special thank you to all of our channel members. We got a lot more good stuff to go through in this episode, so let's get started by leaving the expedition flag, and we're going to head down the ramp until we can use the grapple point to go across the gap. Then we'll continue to go down the ramp, crossing over a little bridge, and then we'll move over toward the right hand side. Before using the second grapple point, go through the doorway on the right side, and you can get a color of Lumina off the ground. After that, turn around and go back through the doorway, head over toward the right, and now use the second grapple point. Now we can turn left and head across a bridge toward an item in the distance. We'll pick up that item and it will be another color of Lumina. Then we want to go a little bit toward the right so that we can go through a crawl space. Now we're going to use the golden rope to go up a level. The upper level is basically a big circle. We'll start by turning left and we'll go over toward the edge of the cliff in front of us, and if we look out we can see the first paint cage lock of this area. So we'll shoot it and then go over toward the right side, continuing to go around the circle, and we'll find the actual paint cage up here. If we go toward the right of it, we can look out over the cliff toward the distance and we can find the second paint cage lock. And finally, we'll look a little bit toward the right and we can find the third and final paint cage lock. Once you shoot all three of them, that unlocks the paint cage, and we can go over and we can grab the item inside, which in this case is a Chroma Elixir shard. Now I want to continue going around the big circle of this upper platform until we can use the golden rope to go back down. Once you make it to the bottom, go back through the crawl space. Continue to hug the right wall as you run around, and then you'll find yourself coming out onto the edge of the cliff, and there's a little bit of an outcropping here of stone. If you go down to the end of it, then you can use the grapple point to go forward, and now we want to run ahead and fight the boss in front of us. Normally these Hexka enemies are pretty tough and tanky, and you would expect that the chromatic one would be even tougher, but this battle's a piece of cake thanks to Mael. We'll begin by using Last Chance. And on Mael's second turn, we'll use Stendhal to win. After the fight, we'll collect our rewards, and we even get a new Pictos called Energizing Revive, plus 3 AP to all allies when revived. Now we're going to turn toward the left and run forward just a bit until we find a new Pictos. This is Exhausting Power, 50% increased damage if exhausted. Now turn toward the right and go across toward the other side of this area, and we can find another expedition journal that we should listen to.
Constantine, theoretically of the 54th. We're born into a social contract, the terms of which are preset. We can neither negotiate nor decline. Our very first breath, that first wail as an infant, was deemed our consent. Before we can speak, before we even understand what it is that we're born into, we're bound. Lumiere operates a certain way. It favours a certain group and a certain outcome. And if you question the council, well, the council is going to question you. Push too hard to change things, and you just might end up on the next expedition. So, nothing ever changes. They just send us out to die, descent us, and the status quo continues. At least out here, I don't have to pretend anymore. I don't bear the others any ill will. They have good intentions, but I'm not here for the painters. I'm here to build a new Lumiere.
After collecting the journal for Expedition 54, we're going to turn toward the left and we'll see that there's a portal nearby, so let's run through it and we'll be returned to the world map. Now that we're back out onto the world map, we're going to get on board Esquier and start flying. We'll turn toward the right almost 180 degrees, and we're going to see that there's a floating island that has a pink whale floating around it. Let's fly over there and we can go up and into this building. This is going to take us to Flying Casino. We can move forward just a bit and we can find an expedition flag on the right hand side. We'll interact with it and then we can leave. Then we're going to continue down the path and go over toward the left.
Is that a casino?
Continue following the path as it goes along, and eventually you'll cross a very large bridge, at the end of which you can find a grapple point to use to get up to the upper level. Before you go to the casino itself, circle around toward the right side of it, and we want to run all the way around the building to the back side. And in the back we can find another item that's going to be one of the 33 music records we have to collect for a trophy. After collecting that, we're going to run back toward the front of the casino, but before we interact with it, we want to switch our character over to Monoco. So press in the left stick, and then proceed forward and interact with the prompt. You see nobody inside. Do you call out? We'll say yes. No response. Try again. Yes. Still no answer. Try again. We'll say yes, and then we'll choose only the top dialogue options. Could you peasants please cease that infernal shouting? Oh, hello. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? What are you doing hiding in here? I am a lone intellectual, cast aside by my people, whose constant obsession with conflict drove me away. We are fellows then. So it appears. Isn't this the old Gestral casino? Indeed it is. I maintain this place even after its fall, so its history is never forgotten. Before the fracture, I ran this establishment, the joy of seeing people revel in their fortunes, and the despair when they lost it all. I miss those times. You must move on, my friend, leave the past behind and look towards the future. I wish I could, but the illusion of past happiness is more appealing to me. My friend, your clothing is a disaster. You should wear something befitting your stature. Here, try these on. They're from ancient times. Now you'll look like a true gentleman. From simpler times. Thank you, you most cultured swine. You're welcome, you equally cultured swine. And that fun little interaction just gets us a new outfit for Monoco. Now we're going to go back the way that we came, and we can run all the way past the expedition flag so that we can exit back out onto the world map. Once we're back outside, we're going to jump onto Esquier and start flying. If we look over toward the north, there's going to be an island nearby, and we can fly down toward the beach. If you look on the left side of the beach, you can find a small camp that has a new Pictos called Accelerating Heal. Healing an ally also applies Rush for 1 turn. Now let's continue around the beach. We don't have to fight the monsters here, but we do want to continue up the walkway, and that will take us into another portal that will lead us into Painting Workshop. We've been in one place like this before, and this is the second that we have to come to. Now we're going to make our way across these narrow beams, and that will take us to a back area where we can find an NPC young boy. So take your time as you run along and jump over these platforms. If you fall down, it's not a big deal. You're just going to have to start back at the beginning of this area again. To jump to this next platform, I would recommend taking a bit of a running start. You can back up a little bit here and then run forward and jump. And now you just have to fall off the edge here, and that will take you to the next platform. We'll jump to the next one, and then we can jump down onto the big canvas down below, which is where we can find that NPC young boy that we should talk to, and we'll agree to help him. A lost soul, adrift in twilight. Her paintbrush wielded darkness, and from it the monster emerged. She wove her spite into the canvas, birthing a horror to plague my nights. Your hand holds the power to unweave the terrors she wove. You can dissolve the nightmare. Will you help me? We'll say, we will. Remember, light and dark dance together. But light must lead. And we get a new item called the Light of the Beast. Now we can just leave this place by jumping off the side of the canvas. We'll go down into the abyss, and then that will take us back to the entrance. From here, just turn around and go back through the portal. We'll get aboard SKA once again, and then we'll start to fly. We want to make our way back over toward the right, and we can go to the nearby beach across the water. We'll fly down low, and now we'll enter the Gestral beach where we have another minigame to complete. Let's run forward and we can talk to the Gestral who's ahead, kind of nearby where the torch is burning in the distance. Welcome to the Gestral Beach Rafting Volley Club. Let's beach raft volley. Which Sakapatata do you want to try? We've got three options: the weakest, just a normal one, or the strongest, and these are in order of difficulty. If we complete it on the weakest, we're going to get a resplendent chroma catalyst, and we're going to get swimsuits for the normal one or the strongest. These are in order of easiest to most difficult. If we choose just a normal one or the strongest, we're eligible to get a trophy later on, but if we choose the weakest one, we are not eligible for it. Luckily, we are able to do this multiple times, so I'm just going to begin with the weakest one and show you what that one's like. We have to defend our raft against the little Gestrals that get shot at us. We'll use our R1 attack, like we're starting at first strike, in order to bounce them back toward the other raft. Now you'll see that there are green dots on the bottom of the screen and dots over on the other raft too. Those indicate the health of the raft. And you should be able to get through that first one pretty easily, and you're going to get your prize, which in this case is a resplendent chroma catalyst. But it gets much more difficult the higher difficulties you choose. So we'll talk to him again, and this time we're going to choose the middle option, which is just a normal one. This one is a big step up in difficulty because we have the same amount of health, but the opposite side has much more health, and those little Gestrals shoot a lot faster. If you look at the front of the raft, we have 3 spots that are on the ground. Those are actually the spots that the Gestrals will land, and you can use them to kind of aim to figure out where those Gestrals are going to be. Now you should pay attention to the fact that when you use your attack, you're actually moving forward about a half step, which can be a problem because you can accidentally shift yourself too far forward if you attack in the same direction too many times. So watch your spacing with these, and also watch the timing of your attack because there is a bit of a cooldown every time you attack. You can't just do it rapid fire, you've got to time it properly. Well, when you win on the second normal difficulty, then you get a new swimsuit for Lune, and you're now eligible to get a trophy later on. So if you want to stop right here, that's cool, that's all you have to do, but I'm going to do the strongest one now just to show what that one's like and the reward that you can get for completing it. Again, this one's even tougher because the enemy has a lot more health, and also those little Gestrals shoot much faster. You need to be very careful about the timing of your attack because the timing for that cooldown is about the same as those Gestrals coming in. So I'd recommend that if you get a little bit behind and miss one, just wait and let another one crash, and then you're able to get back on track. So I missed one there, I'm just going to let it reset a little bit, and now I get my timing back again. You should also note that the normal Gestrals count for 1 damage, but the flaming Gestrals count for 2 damage, so definitely make sure that you're reflecting all of those burning Gestrals to do the most damage and protect yourself the best. After you win, you get acknowledged by the Gestral, and we're also going to get a reward, which is a new swimsuit for CL. So again, you only have to complete this on the normal difficulty, but if you want to get that extra swimsuit for CL, feel free to try the strongest difficulty. But once you've completed at least the normal difficulty, then proceed forward and we'll go back through the portal that leads us back out onto the world map. As we've been going around the world map, you may have noticed a very large floating snake up in the sky. Now it's time to go and fight him, so let's fly with SKA over there, and we're going to engage with what is usually a pretty tough battle, but thanks to our build and Mayel, this is going to be another very easy fight that will get us a new trophy when it's done. This boss is called Serpent Fair, and we're going to begin by having Mayel use Last Chance. And on her second turn, she'll use Stendhal to win. Completing this fight is going to give us a new trophy called Aeon. We got a lot of experience, and we get a new Pictos called Energy Master. Every AP gain is increased by 1.
Finally, we killed this damn snake.
What a lovely fight.
That's payback for eating me so many times.
We also get a perfect Chroma catalyst from that fight. Now we're going to go into the character screen, we'll choose Mayel, and we want to replace her greater powerful Pictos with Tainted. And then we're going to leave Cheater on her, and we're going to replace Random Defense with that new Energy Master Pictos that we just got. That's all we need to do in the menu right now. We just want to start mastering that Energy Master Pictos as soon as possible. Now if you look in the distance over toward the northeast, you're going to find another glowing blue patch of water. That's another dive spot, and we want to fly over to it and then get very low to the water, and then we can get to another 5 colors of Lumina when we interact with the prompt. Now let's turn around and start heading back toward the south. There's going to be a very white island over here, and we want to go inside the portal on this island, and that will take us into a new location called White Sands. Immediately upon entering White Sands, you want to turn toward the left so that you can go and get another item. It's a little bit hard to see because it's actually tucked away just over the edge of a cliff. So run up the top of this patch of ground, and then you can see the item back here. This is going to give us another color of Lumina. Now turn around, go back toward the main road, and on the left hand side is an expedition flag. We'll use it really quickly, and then we can choose to leave, and then continue along the path in front of you toward the manor in the back.
It's that manor from old Lumiere.
Au loin,
So that's where it
elle
went.
s'élève,
No,
seule,
something's
sans détour.
different.
songe.
At the end of this path is another music record called Aileen.
s'éteint.
Now we can turn around and head back to the portal to go back to the world map. You'll hear a male voice speaking among the music of this place, and he's actually reciting a French poem.
Éclipse, floral, lumière s'éteint, variation dans l'air, vapeur de nos chairs.
After leaving White Sands, we want to get back onto SKA and then go over the rock wall immediately to our right. We'll land in the water again on the other side, and then we'll continue forward as we go toward the northwest. If you look at the surface of the water, there's going to be some bubbles coming up out of it, and this is actually a pretty well hidden dive spot. So let's go over there and we can pick up 5 more colors of Lumina. Now we'll turn toward the right, and we want to go over the mountain range in front of us toward the northeast. As we go over top of it, we can then look down and we'll see that there's a Chromatic Reaper cultist who is patrolling this area. So let's go down there and fight him. Now a Reaper Cultist is a floating enemy, which means it's pretty difficult to hit them with normal attacks. So with Mayel, we're going to begin by having her just use a free aim shot or two, and that should be enough to take him down, and no preparation required. After that, we get enough experience for Ciel to get to level 71, and we get a new weapon for Verso called Blodam. It has a base power of 604, the light element, and it scales with defense and agility. We'll also get 2 resplendent Chroma catalysts, and we're going to get 5 colors of Lumina. To the right side of the monster is going to be a little camp, and if we get down close enough, we can listen to the nearby expedition journal.
Expedition 43. Sabine. That damn snake destroyed all our submarines in a matter of minutes. And now we're stuck with no equipment, no food, no water, nothing. No way to get off this island, and no way to kill that bloody serpent. Putain, the painters must be laughing. Diverting the resources of the entire engineering and defense divisions to construct those subs, and mad, all the people who trusted our vision and volunteered their lives. If we die stranded on this tiny island after everything we went through to get here, my ghost will haunt her blasted monolith and this island and that stupid snake for all time. Merde!
After finding the journal for Expedition 43, you want to turn toward the left so that you're facing over toward the west. Now we can fly up into the sky, and we want to go up to the floating island that has a portal on it. We'll go through that portal, and that will take us into a new area called Sky Island. Immediately to the right when entering Sky Island is going to be your expedition flag, so let's go over there and use it. This time we're going to choose to rest. Now we'll leave the expedition flag and turn toward the left so that we can use a grapple point to get up higher. Now proceed forward and we'll fight the monster walking around this area. We'll begin by having Mayel use Last Chance. And now Mayel is going to use Stendhal to win the fight. After the fight, we'll collect our rewards, including getting a new weapon for Monoco called Urnaro, with a power of 1,272, and the Earth element it scales with Vitality and Luck. We also get 2 grandiose Chroma catalysts, and we're going to get 5 colors of Lumina. Then we'll proceed forward, and we can drop off the ledge in front of us. Keep going forward to the rock formation and find the handholds that will take you up top. And at the top of the broken stairs is going to be a new Pictos called Greater Slow, plus 15% to slow speed reduction. Now we'll jump off the stairs in front of us, and that will teleport us back to the entrance of this area. Then we can just turn around and go back through the portal. After leaving Sky Island, get back onto Esquier, and then we want to travel over toward the left so that we're going toward the northwest. There's going to be a small beach down here that has a stalact enemy on it, so let's go down there and we can fight these enemies. We'll start by having Mayel go into free aim mode and shoot the enemy on the right to eliminate it. After that, Mayel is going to use Last Chance. And now Mayel is going to use Phantom Strike to eliminate the enemies. After the fight, we'll collect our rewards, and because we defeated a new type of enemy, we get another foot for Monoco. This time it's the Sapling's Foot, teaching him a new skill. We also get a Resplendent Chroma Catalyst as a possible drop from this battle, and we'll get a new weapon for Lune called the Saperim with a base power of 665 in the lightning element. It scales with defense and luck. If you go over toward the right side of this beach, there's going to be another lost Gestral in this area, so we'll talk to him. It's the same dialogue that it always is. We'll say Sastro is waiting for you, and then he'll be teleported back to our camp. This is the 6th of 9 of the Lost Gestrals. Now fly over the mountains just behind that Lost Gestral, and that will take you to an opening with a bunch of orange flowers. There's an enemy standing in the middle of this area, so we can ram into him, and this will be a fight against Gross Tete. We'll begin by having Mayel use Last Chance. And now she can win the fight by using Stendhal. If you're worried about Monoco and Ciel having it too easy in battle, don't worry, we'll put them to good use soon. After that battle, because we defeated a new enemy type, we get another foot for Monoco for the Gross Tete. We get a new Pictos called Warming Up, 5% increased damage per turn, can stack up to 5 times, and we possibly get a Resplendent Chroma Catalyst. Finally, because we've fought 4 battles with Tainted and Energy Master as equipped Pictos, we've now mastered them and learned their Luminas. We'll go into our character menu, go over to Mayel, and we're going to go into our Pictos. We want to remove Tainted, and we're going to replace it with the new Pictos that we just picked up, Warming Up. However, we don't want to lose the effect of Tainted, so we're going to go into our Lumina's menu, and we can find it in the leftmost column, and we're going to spend 3 of our Lumina points to activate that one, and then we'll go up and also activate Solidifying for 10 Lumina points. Now we can leave this menu, and we want to continue going forward along the path over toward the south by this broken down building, and we can find another color of Lumina on the ground nearby. Let's turn around and go back the way we came, and we'll find a portal on the right side. This will take us into Coastal Cave. Let's proceed forward as we go through the tunnel, and very soon we're going to come up to an expedition flag. So let's use that, and this time we're going to go down to the upgrade weapons option. Let's go over to Mayel, and we're going to upgrade her second weapon as much as we can. This time I bring it from level 29 up to level 31. After we get a few more grandiose Chroma Catalysts, we'll be able to get her weapon up to the maximum level of 33. Now let's leave the expedition flag and go into the main area. We'll stay toward the left-hand side as we run around through a very narrow passageway that will take us under a crawl space, and now we can go get the color of Lumina at the end of the path. We want to turn around and go back through the crawl space, and then we'll go over toward the left side to find a Brewler and a Crueler by a fire. Let's go to the right side and talk to the Crueler. Someone found our shop. I was this close to believing that we'd never have clients. Our location is terrible. A shop? We should have many more clients. We are, after all, the most talented people in our field. We take great pride in our craft. I believe a demonstration is in order. What do you say? We'll choose the bottom option, why not? What exactly is your field? Our field, you ask? Weapons. Now we're forced into a battle against the Brewler and the Crueler. We'll start by having Mayel use Last Chance.
Last chance. I can do it.
And now Mayel can use Phantom Strike to win. After the fight, we get some more dialogue and access to some new shops. Ha 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 ha! It's been a long time since me and my bud stretched out. And our weapons? Oh, let me tell you, they felt great. Hey, no hard feelings. Now you've gotten a glimpse of the power our weapons hold. They're so powerful, they're easy to swing, oh, and they're beautiful to boot. And since I'm in a happy mood, there's a discount on everything. So, what do you say? Interested? We'll choose Trade. We already have the Lanceram, so we can skip that, but we'll buy the Lighter-Rim for 15,725 Chroma and the Searam for 21,275 Chroma. Please also check out what my buddy made. This just upgrades the Lighter-Rim weapon and gives us access to the new Searam weapon. Now we'll go over and talk to the Brewler. Does the other one not talk? Oh, no. My partner in crime here doesn't talk, just like the rest of us, apart from me, of course. Choose trade. We already have the Brularum and the Cruelaram, but we'll buy the Demonarum as well as the Goblison weapons, and we have the Borgelon weapon already. After purchasing these new weapons and getting the upgrades, then we can leave these two, and we're going to go back past the expedition flag, up the tunnel, and then we're going to go back out onto the world map. Let's get aboard SK and we'll go between the mountains in front of us until we get to the water. Then go a little bit toward the left and go to the shore on the other side. There'll be a bunch of shipwrecks over here, and if you look at the big one on the right hand side, there's a small camp next to it, and we can pick up a color of Lumina on the ground. There's also a portal nearby these shipwrecks, so let's go into it, and that will take us into Boat Graveyard. This is another very small area, just run a little bit toward the left and pick up the item off the ground. This will give us another music record called Alicia's Birthday Party. Now we can return through the portal on the right. Let's get aboard SKA. We'll start to fly and then look over toward the left. We want to go toward the large tower in the distance, and we'll fly over a small mountain range, and just on the other side of it is going to be some monsters here. Let's go ahead and fight them. We'll begin the fight by having Mael skip her first turn,
I can do it.
and then on her second turn, she'll use Last Chance. Monoco will use a base attack against the Virgin enemy, and on his second turn, he'll use the skill Chapelier Slash to inflict a mark on all the enemies. Ciel is going to use Fortune's Fury on Mael to double her damage. And then Ciel can use Intervention on Mael so that she'll act again. Now it's Mael's turn, and we're going to have her use Phantom Strike to eliminate all the enemies at once. After the battle, we'll get lots of experience, and we're also going to get some good loot. We get our Augmented Counter 1 Pictos upgraded from level 10 to level 23. The Abyssram weapon gets upgraded from level 10 to level 23. We get a Borgin skin, which we don't need anymore because we already completed the quest for the small Borgin, and we get a Grandiose Chroma Catalyst. Finally, our powerful on-shell Pictos is upgraded from level 19 to level 23. Right in this area, there's going to be some boxes and a new Pictos that we can pick up. So let's interact with that to pick it up, and that's going to be Shielding Tint. Healing Tints also add 2 shields. Now we'll turn toward the left and go over the mountains nearby. We're flying over toward the west. We'll go over the water, and then we can go to the land beyond the water, and that will take us to a place that also has a portal on the left-hand side that's going to take us into another small area called Blade's Graveyard. We'll proceed into the middle of this area and grab the music record in the middle.
Useful.
Then once you get the music record for Reverence, we're going to go back through the portal on the right side of the screen. Let's get onto SKA, and then we'll turn so that we're facing toward the south. There's going to be a very large tower going up into the sky, and we want to fly over toward it. This is a place called Endless Tower. Before we go inside of it, there's one more item that we want to grab. So go over to the walkway, and then head over toward the left. You'll go down the cliff at the edge, and there's going to be another color of Lumina on the ground by these trees.
Useful?
Now let's fly back up. We'll go along this walkway, and then we'll go into the portal that takes us into Endless Tower. There's not much to do on this screen in particular, so let's just run forward and we'll go through another portal. Take a few steps forward and get a little bit of dialogue.
That's where she used to paint and create.
Yeah.
A proper challenge.
Let's go over to the expedition flag and we're going to set ourselves up for success here. We'll begin by going down to upgrade attributes to assign some points into everyone's category that makes the most sense. Luna is going to get agility. First, I was already maxed out on might and agility, so I can put some more points into vitality because it scales the best with the damage of his weapon. Mayal already has maxed out vitality and might, so we'll put points into agility. Monoco is maxed out on might and agility, so we'll put all of his points into luck. And finally, Ciel is maxed out on might and agility already, so we'll put points into vitality. Once we're done upgrading our attributes, we can leave this menu, and then let's go down and choose Upgrade Expedition Resources. Starting off with Mayal, we want to make sure that she has 325 Lumina points, so add your colors of Lumina until you get to that point. Now we'll go to Ciel, and we'll make sure that she has 131 Lumina points. Finally, go over to Monoco, and we're going to add Lumina points until he gets up to 139. So again, Mayal has 325, Ciel has 131, and Monoco has 139. After that, we want to go to Learn Skills. Let's go over to Mayal, and we want to purchase the skill in the middle of this large section called Guard Down, which applies defenseless to all enemies for 3 turns. We also want to assign the skill onto her directly, so I'm going to keep Phantom Strike, Stendhal, and Last Chance, and I'm going to replace Swift Stride with Guard Down. We also purchased Mezzo Forte a while ago, and we now want to equip that, and we're going to swap out Breaking Rules for Mezzo Forte. After Mayal's skills are all set up, we can leave this screen, and we're going to leave the expedition flag entirely. We'll open up our character screen, and we want to remove Ciel and Mayal from the party, so only Monoco is in the party. After that, we're going to re-add Mayal, and then re-add Ciel, so our party order is Monoco, Mayal, and then Ciel. Now let's have a look at Monoco's setup. I gave him the Brumaro weapon. For his skills, I gave him Chapelier Slash and Portier Crash on the left side. That just makes it a lot easier to access those skills because we'll be using them a lot. For Pictos, he has Energizing Revive, Double Mark, and Energizing Heal. And as for his Luminas, we have them set up so that he has Auto Death, Charging Stun, Double Mark is equipped, Energizing Break, Energizing Heal is equipped, Energizing Revive, Energizing Turn, Energy Master, Faster Than Strong, First Strike, Painted Power, and Second Chance. Now let's have a look at Mayal. She's got the Sekaram weapon upgraded as high as possible, in this case 31. Her equipped skills are Phantom Strike, Stendhal, Last Strike, Guard Down, and Mezzo Forte. And then her Pictos are Warming Up, Cheater, and Piercing Shot. She also has a lot of equipped Luminas, so feel free to pause it if you need to, but we'll walk through them all. She has the Aegis Survival, At Death's Door, Augmented Aim, Augmented First Strike, Auto Death, Auto Shell, Breaking Death, Burning Death, Charging Stun, Cheater is equipped, Confident Fighter, Critical Burn, Critical Moment, Dead Energy 1, Dead Energy 2, Double Mark, Energizing Start 1, Energizing Turn, First Offensive, First Strike, Full Strength, Glass Cannon, Greater Defenseless, Greater Powerful, Immaculate, In Medias Res, Inverted Affinity, Last Chance Critical, Longer Powerful, Painted Power, Piercing Shot is equipped, Powerful Revive, Rewarding Mark, Second Chance, Shield Affinity, Solidifying, Solo Fighter, Stay Marked, Stun Boost, Teamwork, and Warming Up is equipped. Now we'll have a look at Ciel. Her current weapon is the Borgelon, nothing special about this one. Her equipped skills are Fortune's Fury and Intervention are the only two that we need. And then for her Pictos, she's got Accelerating Heal, Energizing Start 4, and Second Chance. For her Luminas, she's got Accelerating Heal equipped, Auto Death, Burning Death, Death Bomb, Energizing Start 1, Energizing Start 2, Energizing Start 3, Energizing Start 4 is equipped, Energizing Turn, Energy Master, Faster Than Strong, First Strike, Protecting Death, and Second Chance is equipped. Now let's go ahead and leave this menu entirely. We'll choose to rest at the expedition flag just to get all of our health back. And then after that, we're going to proceed over toward the large stone tablet in the middle of this area, and we can interact with it. Choose your trial. Stage 1, Trial 1. This will begin a series of 33 fights, but we can get through them very easily. Because of our turn order, Monoco is going to go first. I'm going to walk you through the steps of each of these fights. Starting off in this fight, we're going to have Monoco skip both of his turns, so that it's going to be Mayel's turn, and then Mayel is going to use Last Chance. And on her second turn, she's going to use Phantom Strike to eliminate the enemies. After the fight, we're going to get our rewards. We'll get a ton of experience and level up many times throughout this process, and we're going to get many colors of Lumina as well as many more grandiose Chroma catalysts. We'll interact with the stone statue again, and now we can choose the next trial for Stage 1, Trial 2. Let's start by having Monoco pass his turns. Mayel is then going to use her free aim shot against the enemy on the left to eliminate it. And now Mayel is going to use the skill Last Chance to put herself into Virtuo stance. And on her second turn, she's going to use Phantom Strike to eliminate the enemy. After the fight, we'll get all of our rewards. We're going to get another color of Lumina. We're also going to get another grandiose Chroma catalyst. And because we fought 4 battles with the Warming Up Pictos equipped, we've now mastered it and we've learned the Lumina for it. We'll interact with the stone block again. And now we'll choose Stage 1, Trial 3. The third trial is the last one of each of these stages, so there's going to be 11 stages, each with 3 trials. We'll start by having Monoco use Portier Crash against the enemies, which will instantly break all of them. That's because when Ciel starts the battle, she dies and she's got Breaking Death, which fills up the enemy's break bar, and then Portier Crash is enough to break them. After that, we'll use the second turn for Monoco to use Chapelier Slash, and that will give a mark to the remaining enemy. It's now Mayel's first turn, and she can use the Guard Down skill to inflict Defenseless. On Mayel's second turn, she'll use Last Chance to go into Virtuo stance. Ciel will then use Fortune's Fury on Mayel to double her damage. And then Ciel will use Intervention so that Mayel can go again. Now we'll have Mayel use Stendhal to win the fight. After the fight, we get a lot of experience and Mayel gets up to level 75. We also get some pretty good loot. Because we defeated a new type of enemy with Monoco, we get a new foot for him for the duelist. We get the color of Lumina as well as the grandiose Chroma catalyst that we get from all the fights. And finally, we get an upgrade to the greater defenseless Pictos that goes from level 15 to level 21. Once that trial is complete, we'll interact with the stone tablet again. This time we can go down the list and we can see that we have access to Stage 2, Trial 1. We'll begin this battle by having Monoco skip both of his turns. Mayel will then use a free aim shot against the enemy on the left. Shooting his mine should instantly defeat him, and then we'll shoot the enemy on the right until he's defeated. Now Mayel is going to use her last chance skill. The enemy will grab a weapon from his hat, and then Mayel is going to use Stendhal to win the fight. After that battle, we'll get a lot of experience. Monoco got up to level 75. We're going to get one color of Lumina as well as one grandiose Chroma catalyst. And because we fought 4 battles with some various Pictos equipped, we've now mastered them and learned their Luminas. Once that trial is complete, we'll interact with the stone tablet again. This time we're going to Stage 2, Trial 2. We've got 3 flying enemies this time around, which can be pretty tricky to hit with skills, so Monoco will skip both of his turns, and then Mayel will eliminate the enemy on the left first with a free aim shot. Then she can take out the enemy on the right. And now we'll take out the enemy in the middle, all using free aim shots. After that fight, we get enough experience for Ciel to get to level 73. We get one color of Lumina as well as one grandiose Chroma catalyst, and that trial is now complete. Let's interact with the stone tablet again, and this time we're going to choose Stage 2, Trial 3. We'll begin by having Monoco cast Portier Crash on the enemies. Now Monoco is going to use Chapelier Slash. Mayel's first turn will be her using Guard Down. And Mayel's second turn will be her using Last Chance. Ciel will use Fortune's Fury on Mayel.
Show me what you can do. Ready.
And then Ciel will use Intervention on Mayel.
Not looking good.
Mayel will then use Phantom Strike against the enemies. If any enemy was still alive, then Mayel could just finish it off with her next turn using free aim shots. Particularly, I'm talking about the flying enemy that was there that might have dodged the skills. After the battle, we get a new foot for Monoco for defeating the Lamp Master. We get a color of Lumina. We get one grandiose Chroma catalyst. And then we're also going to get a new Pictos. This Pictos is called Energizing Rush. Give 2 AP on applying Rush. After that, the trial is complete. We'll interact with the stone tablet again. This time we'll go down and we'll choose Stage 3, Trial 1. This will be a pretty quick battle. We'll have Monoco skip both of his turns. Mayel is going to use Last Chance. And then Mayel will use Phantom Strike.
Prepare for annihilation.
After the battle, we'll get all of our rewards, including enough experience to level up. Of course, we'll get to our Color of Lumina, and we'll get our Grandiose Chroma Catalyst. And this trial is complete. Let's interact with the stone tablet again. This time we'll go down and we'll choose Stage 3, Trial 2. We'll begin by having Monoco use Portier Crash. And then Monoco will use Chapelier Slash. Mayel is going to use Last Chance.
Last chance. The dance.
And then Mayel will use Phantom Strike. After the fight, we'll collect our rewards. Mayel gets up to level 77. We're going to get our Color of Lumina, as well as our Grandiose Chroma Catalyst. And now that trial is complete. Let's use the stone tablet again, and this time we'll go down and choose Stage 3, Trial 3. We'll start by having Monoco use Portier Crash. Then Monoco will use Chapelier Slash. Mayel will cast Guard Down with her first turn.
Their defenses are down. Anka.
And on her second turn, she'll use Last Chance. Ciel will use Fortune's Fury on Mayel. And then she'll use Intervention on Mayel. Finally, Mayel will win the fight with a Phantom Strike. After that fight, we get a lot of experience and we'll level up a few times. We also get a Color of Lumina. We get a Grandiose Chroma Catalyst. And we get the Clea hairstyle for Lune. That trial is complete. And now we're going to use the tablet once again. This time we can go down to Stage 4, Trial 1. We'll start with Monoco using Portier Crash. Then Monoco can use Chapelier Slash. Mayel will use Last Chance.
I can do it.
And we can win with Phantom Strike. After the battle, we'll collect all of our experience. We get everyone to level up that time. We get our Color of Lumina and, of course, our Grandiose Chroma Catalyst. And that trial is complete. Let's use the tablet, and we're going to go down and choose Stage 4, Trial 2. It is faster at this point. If you just hit the up button, you'll cycle down toward the bottom of the list to choose them faster. We're going to begin by having Monoco use Portier Crash. And now Monoco will use Chapelier Slash. Mayel will use Guard Down. And then Mayel will use Last Chance. Ciel is going to use Fortune's Fury on Mael. And then Ciel will use Intervention on Mael.
Your time to shine.
Time to hit.
Finally, Mael will win the fight with Phantom Strike. After that fight, we'll get all of our experience. We also get 1 Color of Lumina. And we get 1 Grandiose Chroma Catalyst. And that trial is complete. We'll interact with the tablet again, and this time we're going to choose Stage 4, Trial 3.
Welcome back.
Monoco will start by using Portier Crash. Then Monoco will use Chapelier Slash. Mael will cast Guard Down. And then Mael will use Last Chance. Ciel will use Fortune's Fury on Mael. And then Ciel will use Intervention on Mael. Mael will then use Phantom Strike to eliminate the enemies, but be careful because the enemy on the right has a final attack that you need to try to dodge or parry. That completes all the trials for Stage 4. We get enough experience for everyone to level up. We get 1 Color of Lumina. We get 1 Grandiose Chroma Catalyst. And our Time Tint Pictos is upgraded from level 10 to level 24. And finally, we get a new hairstyle for Mael. We're now going to leave the tablet and go back over to the Expedition flag because we have enough resources that we can now get Mael's weapon up to the maximum level of 33. So let's go down to Upgrade Weapons. We'll go over to Mael. We'll choose the Sekaram and we'll upgrade it from level 31 to level 32, and then we get a massive damage increase when we bring it up to level 33 using one of our perfect Chroma Catalysts, and when we upgrade it we will also get a new trophy called Weapon Mastery. A large part of this damage boost comes from the fact that Vitality is now an S rank scaling and Agility is now an A rank in scaling. We're then going to rest at the Expedition flag, and then we can return to the stone tablet to continue the trials. Let's interact with the tablet, and we're going to choose Stage 5, Trial 1. We're going to skip Monoco's turns. And then with Mael, we're going to perform Last Chance. And then we'll perform Phantom Strike. After the battle, we'll get all of our experience. Ciel gets up to level 78. We get 1 Color of Lumina. And we get 1 Grandiose Chroma Catalyst. And this trial's complete. Now we'll interact with the stone tablet and we'll choose Stage 5, Trial 2. We'll start by skipping Monoco's turns.
Yes. Time for mayhem.
And then Mael is going to perform Last Chance. And then Mael will perform Phantom Strike. We'll collect our rewards. Monoco and Mael get up to level 80. We get 1 Color of Lumina. And we get 1 Grandiose Chroma Catalyst. And this trial's complete. Interact with the stone tablet, and we'll choose Stage 5, Trial 3.
Phoenix.
For this battle, Monoco will cast Portier Crash. And now Monoco will use Chapelier Slash.
Spill some ink.
Mael will use Guard Down. And then Mael will use Last Chance.
Last chance. Let's gamble.
Ciel will use Fortune's Fury on Mael. And then Ciel will use Intervention on Mael. Finally, Mael will use Phantom Strike to win. After the fight, we get a lot of experience. Ciel gets up to level 79. We get 1 Color of Lumina, 1 Grandiose Chroma Catalyst. We get a new Pictos called Charging Critical, plus 20% of a gradient charge on critical hit once per turn. And we get a new hairstyle for Lune. We want to go into the character screen, and we'll choose Mael. Let's go into Mael's Pictos setup, and we're going to remove Piercing Shot, and in its place we're going to put that new Charging Critical Pictos that we just got. I found it way toward the top of the rightmost column. After changing out Piercing Shot and putting in Charging Critical, we want to go over to her Lumina's menu, and we want to re-equip Piercing Shot as a Lumina so we don't lose its effect. Now we can leave this menu, and we're going to interact with the stone tablet again, and this time we're going to choose Stage 6, Trial 1. Let's begin by skipping Monoco's turns. Mael will use a Last Chance.
Not giving
And then Mael will use Phantom Strike to win.
prepare for annihilation.
After the battle, we'll get our experience. Monoco and Mael get up to level 81. We get 1 Color of Lumina. And we get 1 Grandiose Chroma Catalyst. This trial is complete, so let's use the stone tablet, and we'll choose Stage 6, Trial 2.
You can't leave us.
Monoco will begin by casting Portier Crash. And then he'll use Chapelier Slash. Mael will use Last Chance. And then Mael will use Phantom Strike. After the battle, we get a lot of experience, and Ciel gets up to level 80. We'll get 1 Color of Lumina, and we get 1 Grandiose Chroma Catalyst. This trial is complete. We'll interact with the stone tablet, and we'll choose Stage 6, Trial 3. Monoco is going to cast Portier Crash. Then Monoco will use Chapelier Slash. Mael is going to cast Guard Down.
Their defenses are down. Yeah.
And then Mael will use Last Chance. Ciel will use Fortune's Fury on Mael.
Show me what you can do.
And then Ciel will use Intervention on Mael.
Time to hit.
Finally, Mael will use Phantom Strike to eliminate the enemies.
Prepare for annihilation.
After the fight, we get a lot of experience, all of our characters leveled up, and we're going to get some more loot. We get 1 color of Lumina. We get 1 grandiose Chroma catalyst. We get the new Pictos critical weakness, 25% increased critical chance on weakness. And we get a new hairstyle for CL. After that, we're going to interact with the stone tablet, and we'll choose Stage 7, Trial 1. Monoco is going to start by casting Portier Crash. Then Monoco will use Chapelier Slash. Mayel is going to use Last Chance.
Last chance. Time to hit.
And then Mayel will use Phantom Strike.
Prepare for annihilation.
When the enemies are defeated, we'll get all of our rewards. We got a lot of experience. We also get 1 color of Lumina. And we get 1 grandiose Chroma catalyst. After winning 4 battles with the charging critical Pictos equipped, we've now mastered it and learned its Lumina, and we should put that onto our other characters. So we'll go into our character menu, we'll go over and choose Monoco first, we'll go into his Lumina's menu, we'll find a charging critical, should be pretty easy to find if you sort them all alphabetically, and then we're going to equip it for 10 Lumina points. Then we'll go to CL, and we're going to equip Charging Critical onto her as well. Once you're done equipping this new Lumina onto Monoco and CL, leave the menu, interact with the stone tablet, and now we'll go down to the bottom of the list so that we can choose Stage 7, Trial 2. Monoco will cast Portier Crash. Then he'll use Chapelier Slash. Mayel will use Guard Down.
I'm ready.
Then Mayel will use Last Chance. CL will use Fortune's Fury on Mayel. And then CL will use Intervention on Mayel.
The dance begins.
Mayel will then win with the Phantom Strike.
Prepare for annihilation.
We'll collect our rewards after the battle. Mayel and CL leveled up. We get 1 color of Lumina. And we get 1 grandiose Chroma catalyst. Now this trial's complete, so we'll interact with the stone tablet again, and we're going to choose Stage 7, Trial 3. Monoco will use Portier Crash. Monoco will then use Chapelier Slash. Mayel will use Last Chance. And finally, Mayel will use Phantom Strike. After the battle, we'll collect our experience. Monoco levels up. We also get some loot, including a color of Lumina, a grandiose Chroma catalyst. We get a new hairstyle for CL, and we get a new Pictos Fueling Break. Breaking a target doubles its burn amount. Let's use the stone tablet again, and this time we're going to choose Stage 8, Trial 1. Let's skip Monoco's turns. Mael's going to perform Last Chance. And then Mael is going to use Phantom Strike. Just be ready to dodge the Sakamatata's final attack. After that fight, we'll collect our experience. CL levels up to level 83. We get 1 color of Lumina. And we get 1 grandiose Chroma catalyst. And this trial is complete. Let's interact with the stone tablet, and we'll choose Stage 8, Trial 2. Monoco is going to use Portier Crash. And then he'll use Chapelier Slash. Mael will cast Guard Down. And then Mael will use Last Chance. CL will use Fortune's Fury on Mael. And then CL will use Intervention on Mael.
Your turn to shine.
Mael is going to use a Phantom Strike. Now the floating enemy might still remain. That's okay though. Just use your free aim shots and take him down. After the fight, we'll collect our experience. Monoco and Mael leveled up to level 84. We get 1 color of Lumina. And we get a grandiose Chroma catalyst, and this trial is complete. Now use the stone tablet, and we're going to choose Stage 8, Trial 3. Monoco is going to start by using Portier Crash. Then he'll use Chapelier Slash. Mael will use Guard Down.
Their defenses are down.
And then Mael will use Last Chance. CL will use Fortune's Fury on Mael. And then CL will use Intervention on Mael. Mael will use Phantom Strike. And this fight's over. We'll collect our rewards. We get enough experience for CL to get up to level 84. We get 1 color of Lumina. 1 grandiose Chroma catalyst. We get our empowering Tint Pictos upgraded from level 8 to level 28. And that trial's complete. We'll use the stone tablet and go down to Stage 9, Trial 1. Monoco will begin by using Portier Crash. Then Monoco will use Chapelier Slash. Mael will then use Guard Down. But before using Last Chance, use your free aim shots and take out the enemy on the left who's floating. After a couple of shots, the Chromatic Ballet should be dead. And now we want to use Last Chance. CL will use Fortune's Fury on Mael. And then she's going to use Intervention on Mael. Finally, Mayel will use Phantom Strike to win. After the fight, we'll get our experience. Monoco and Mayel get up to level 85. We get 1 color of Lumina. And we get 1 grandiose Chroma catalyst. And this trial's complete. Let's use the stone tablet. We'll go down to the bottom. And we'll choose stage 9, trial 2. We'll begin by having Monoco use Portier Crash. Then Monoco will use Chapelier Slash. Mayel will cast Guard Down. And now she'll go into free aim mode and shoot the mine on top of the enemy on the left until it's destroyed. After that, we're going to use Last Chance. Ciel will use Fortune's Fury on Mayel. And now Ciel will use Intervention on Mayel. Finally, Ciel will use Phantom Strike to win. After the fight, we'll collect our experience. Ciel gets up to level 85. We get 1 color of Lumina. And we get 1 grandiose Chroma catalyst. And this trial is complete. Let's use the stone tablet. We'll go down to the bottom and choose stage 9, trial 3. Monoco will use Portier Crash. Then Monoco will use Chapelier Slash. Mayel will use Guard Down. And then Mayel will use Last Chance. Ciel will use Fortune's Fury on Mayel. And then Ciel will use Intervention on Mayel. Finally, Mayel will use Phantom Strike to win the fight. After this, we'll collect our experience. Monoco and Mayel level up to level 86. We get 1 color of Lumina, 1 grandiose Chroma catalyst. We get a new Pictos called Rush on Powerful. Apply Rush on applying Powerful. And we get a new hairstyle for Verso, and this trial's complete. Let's use the stone tablet, and we're going to go down to the bottom of the list to choose stage 10, trial 1. We'll start by having Monoco use Portier Crash. The enemy heals for 3.8 million health. And then Monoco can use Chapelier Slash. Mayel will then use Guard Down. Then she'll use her free aim shots to hit the mine on the enemy on the right until it's destroyed. After that, she's going to use Last Chance. Ciel will use Fortune's Fury on Mayel. And then Ciel will use Intervention on Mayel. Finally, Mayel will use Phantom Strike to win the fight. After the battle, we get enough experience for Ciel to get up to level 86. We also get 1 color of Lumina, and we get 1 grandiose Chroma catalyst, and this trial is complete. Let's use the stone tablet. We'll go down to the bottom of the list and choose Stage 10, Trial 2. Monoco will begin by using Portier Crash. Then Monoco will use Chapelier Slash. Mayel will use Guard Down.
Their defenses are down.
And then Mayel will use Last Chance.
Last chance.
Ciel will use Fortune's Fury on Mayel. And then Ciel will use Intervention on Mayel.
Your turn to shine.
Finally, Mayel will use Phantom Strike to win the fight. After the battle, we'll collect our experience, and Monoco and Mayel level up to level 86. We get 1 color of Lumina, and we get 1 grandiose Chroma catalyst, and this trial is complete. Let's use the stone tablet, and this time we're going to choose Stage 10, Trial 3. Monoco will begin by using Portier Crash. Then Monoco will use Chapelier Slash. Mayel will use Guard Down. And then Mayel will use Last Chance. Ciel will use Fortune's Fury on Mayel to double her damage.
Show me what you can do.
Ready.
And then Ciel will use Intervention on Mayel.
Your turn to shine.
I can do it.
Finally, Mayel will use Phantom Strike to win.
Prepare for annihilation.
After the fight, we'll collect our experience. Ciel gets up to level 87, and we get 1 color of Lumina, 1 grandiose Chroma catalyst. We get a new Pictos called Greater Powerless, plus 15% to Powerless damage reduction. And now this trial is complete. Let's use the stone tablet, and now we'll go down to Stage 11, Trial 1.
Don't worry. I'm here.
Monoco will begin by using Portier Crash. Now Monoco will use Chapelier Slash. Mayel will use Guard Down. And then Mayel will use Last Chance.
Time to strike.
Ciel will use Fortune's Fury on Mayel.
Here we go.
And then Ciel will use Intervention on Mayel.
Your turn to shine.
We'll use Phantom Strike with Mayel, and that may or may not kill all of the enemies. If one of them still remains, we should have enough AP that we can go immediately into a Stendhal or another Phantom Strike, and that should take out the enemies. After this, we'll collect our experience. All of our characters leveled up. We get 1 color of Lumina as a reward. And we also get 1 grandiose Chroma catalyst. This trial is complete. Let's go ahead and use the stone tablet once again. We'll go down and we'll choose Stage 11, Trial 2.
Welcome back.
Monoco will begin by using Portier Crash. Then Monoco will use Chapelier Slash. Mayel will use Guard Down.
Their defenses are down. Finesse and
And then Mayel will use Last Chance.
lost chance. Let's play.
Ciel will use Fortune's Fury on Mayel. And then Ciel will use Intervention on Mayel.
Your time to shine.
Not giving up.
Mayel will then use a Phantom Strike to eliminate the enemies, but if any of them still live, you'll have enough AP for a follow-up attack to win after that. After that battle, we'll collect our experience. Monoco and Mayel get up to level 89. We get 1 color of Lumina. And we get 1 grandiose Chroma Catalyst. Now it's time for the final trial. Let's use the stone tablet, and we'll go to stage 11, trial 3. This is a fight against Painted Love, who is really the curator and the paintress put together. We'll begin by having Monoco use Portiere Crash. Now Monoco will use Chapelier Slash. Mayel is going to use Guard Down. And then Mayel is going to use Last Chance.
Lost chance.
Time to strike.
Ciel will use Fortune's Fury on Mayel.
Show me what you can do.
And then Ciel will use Intervention on Mayel. Now, though there are 2 enemies, they share 1 health bar, so we can actually use Stendhal to eliminate both of the enemies with 1 attack.
Firing. Down.
That 1 attack did over 88 million damage. We get the Endless Trophy for completing all of the trials in the Endless Tower. We get a lot of experience. Ciel gets up to level 89. We get the Clair Music Record. We get 1 perfect Chroma Catalyst. We get 5 colors of Lumina. And finally, we get a new outfit for Verso. Once that's done, we can leave this stone tablet, and then we want to go over toward the right to talk to the NPC. Alicia, I must say, you've surprised me. I didn't expect you and your friends to succeed. And I certainly didn't expect the doppelganger to pull you into his schemes. He was supposed to keep an eye on you, not recruit you. But you did well. All that's left is for Renoir to clean up the canvas. No, we won't let him. Alicia, don't be emotional. You know this is necessary. And spare me that drivel of how much this canvas means to you. I've spent far more time here than you. I painted half this world with Verso. We went on adventures here while you sat reading in your room. I was perfectly fine leaving Maman here to work out her sorrows. And if you insist on staying too, well, that's your choice. But Renoir will not stand for it, and I need him to help me with the real conflict outside, not waste more of his time in here. Enough. I grow tired repeating myself. Renoir will do what needs to be done. Why don't we have some fun instead? I could use some fun. Good. I'll show you what you missed out on all those years hiding in your room. It's a game Verso and I used to play. I've sketched some figures. Doodles, really. I believe your friends call them Nevrons. It's a creative name. I like it. Verso and I named this challenge the Gauntlet. Survive them all, and I'll show you a true drawing. Come on, Alicia, have some fun. The gauntlet lies within this canvas. Don't worry, death in here isn't final. Every canvas has its own rules, and I find death a boring outcome. Don't you, Alicia? Now we'll talk to her again. Not bad, I'm impressed. Did you have fun? We'll say yes. Good, it's about time. Some advice, don't let yourself get caught up in other people's drama. Neither of them are adult enough for the conversation they need to have. Until they face their grief, they're better apart than together. But instead they do this and pull others into their mess. Like you, trapped in Aileen's delusion. And before you call me a hypocrite, yes, I did get involved. I gave Urnaro the edge he needed, otherwise she would have overpowered him long ago. She is, after all, the stronger painter. But there's a difference between helping and getting sucked in. It's not your battle. Don't let their mess become yours. Aileen would rather lose herself in make-believe than face reality. It's a drug she's unwilling to resist. Don't make the same mistake. And Renoir, he's terrified of losing more family. And his response is to try to bend everyone to his will. Don't let his fear end up controlling you. It's not selfish to make your own choices, sister. You've made great strides since I saw you last. Don't go backwards. Take this. A reminder that you control your life. And we get a new hairstyle for Mael. And if you're not having fun, do something else. Well, I hope that you're having as much fun as I am with this game. We're all done with the Endless Tower, so we can turn around and we're going to go through the portal at the end. Now we can keep running down toward the bottom right corner of the screen so that we can go through another portal, which will take us back out onto the world map. Let's get aboard Esquier, and then we can turn so that we're heading a little bit more toward the south, and on the way toward the Eiffel Tower in the distance, we'll see a floating island. This is the Dark Gestral Arena, and now we're ready to take on the challenges inside to get even more rewards. So let's fly inside and we'll see what this place has to offer. Once we're inside, start running forward.
Oh, so that's where it was.
What is it?
An old arena from the village. Some Gestrals built balloons to make it pretty, but they built so many that it started flying.
Yeah, that sounds about right for a Gestral. Let's go over and we can use the expedition flag. We'll just rest up here really quick, and then we'll leave the expedition flag and continue along the path in front of us. We're going to see 3 very large jars here with some Gestral hair sticking out of it, and if you approach them, then you'll see a prompt that we can use. Someone's here. Is it Golgra? Impossible. Golgra could never find us. Aw, geez, I just got reborn. I don't want to die again. Choose, I am not Golgra. Exactly what Golgra would say. Oh no, it's really Golgra. Can't you hear in your pots? That's not Golgra's voice. Oh, I see. This must be a warrior then. Are you a warrior? I am a warrior. Perfect. It's been a long time. Welcome to our own private arena. The arena in the Gestral village was boring, so we created our own. Please, don't tell Golgra. As our honored guest, we welcome you, new warrior. You're running an arena from inside your pots? It's an honest life. So, what say you? If you complete all our challenges, we'll offer you the ultimate Gestral reward. Something that will make you the absolute strongest warrior. Okay, let's do it. Now, pick your champion. We'll choose Mael. Oh, this will be fun. For the first fight, we're going to use Last Chance. And then we'll use Phantom Strike. When the Sakavatata dies, it's going to come over and do a final attack. You can dodge it if you want to, or you can just stay still. Because we have a lot of shields, we can actually just take that hit, no problem. Mael now gets up to level 90, and we get an upgrade to the Trebuchim weapon, going from level 15 to level 25. And we also get 2 grandiose Chroma catalysts. And 5 colors of Lumina. Oh wow, you did it. Respect. No, not respect yet. This one was the easiest. Let's see how you do in the next round. We'll choose the prompt again. Alright, time for round 2. Okay, let's do it. We'll choose Mael. Here we go. Just like the last fight, we're going to use Last Chance. And then we'll use Phantom Strike. And like I said before, we've got shields, so you can stay perfectly still. The enemy will hit your shields, and you'll still live even with 1 health. After the fight, we get 2 grandiose Chroma catalysts and 5 colors of Lumina. I knew you could do it. Last one. If you survive, you shall have our ultimate reward. We'll choose the prompt again. This is the final test. Are you ready? If you win, you will be crowned champion. Okay, let's do it. And we'll choose Mael. Good luck, warrior. Once again, we're going to use Last Chance. And then we'll use Phantom Strike. The enemy does its final attack. Just try to dodge it or stand still, it doesn't really matter. We'll collect all of our rewards, which this time includes an upgrade to the Sakaram weapon, goes from level 15 to level 25. We also get 2 grandiose Chroma catalysts, and we get 5 colors of Lumina. Well, looks like you beat all our challenges. As promised, here is the ultimate reward. Take this, champion. We get a new Pictos called Combo Attack 3. Base attack has 1 extra hit. With this, you'll be even more unstoppable. You are now crowned the ultimate... Ah! What is it? She's here. Golgra, she found us. I can sense her muscles from here. Oh, we're dead. Calm down, calm down. I have a plan. Tell us. Esteemed champion, a new challenge rises before you. Can you overcome it like a true warrior? Or run away like a coward? We'll choose, I get it, I'll face Golgra for you. Oh? That really worked? Okay then, who will fight Golgra? Choose Mael. Ah, well, please win. An arena without my approval? You. Is hunting unofficial arenas a hobby of yours? This has to be the 17th arena I've stumbled upon in the last 30 days. I'm pissed. Get out of my way, now. I promised the guys here I'd fight you. Then I'll take care of them later. For now, I'm going to enjoy this dance. Here I come. We'll begin by using Last Chance. And then we'll use Stendhal to win. After the fight, we'll collect our rewards. And that includes 3 grandiose Chroma catalysts. Fine. You beat me. Did not expect less from someone who prevailed against the Paintress. This arena will survive, for now. I'm going back to the village. Oh, you actually did it! Golgirl was so pissed about losing, she just left. How can we ever repay you? I've got just the thing for you, right here. For the young lady. We get a new hairstyle for Mayel. Hope you appreciate it. We find it stylish around here. Very stylish. Thanks again for saving us, and see you around, champion. We're all done with the Gestral arena, so we'll turn around and we'll head back over toward the expedition flag. And this is where we're going to end part 18. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button as it really helps me out, and consider subscribing to join our amazing community and so you can stay up to date with the rest of the videos in the series and more to come. I'll see you soon in part 19 where we continue our journey to get all of the post-game trophies. Until then, thanks for watching and have a good day.